Hi, my name is Adele, and for my health action project I chose to do stigma and obesity. The action project I carried out aimed to improve the quality of life for obese people. The first goal of the project was to create awareness of obesity stigma. This was to ensure people were educated about the negative effects obesity stigma has in areas such as the workplace, healthcare settings and educational settings. The second goal was to change society's perspectives on obesity stigma. These two goals aim to improve the quality of life of obese people, which contributed to the overall goal of the project. My project consisted of me making a song about obesity stigma. I thought this would be an original way to create awareness of obesity stigma. This would be very thought-provoking and really get people to listen. In order to create the song, I used the help of my sister. She was able to play the guitar while I made the words and the lyrics of the song. I made this by making the song into a poem first. Thought this would be easier and made it flow a lot easier. The first verse of the song is like a chapter of a book, and the second verse just continues on to chapter 2, chapter 3 and so on. This was to show that each person's life is like chapters of a book. Each chapter shows something different. The character in the book was experiencing obesity stigma, and it got worse and worse as each chapter went on. This was to discourage people from judging other people by their book. Everyone's book has only got one author, so leave people to write their own. I wanted to add the song to boards.ie and get an online discussion to see what people thought about the song and just about obesity stigma in general. Unfortunately, I didn't realise that you cannot add links onto boards.ie. So instead, I had to send the song to my friends and family through Facebook and get them to fill out an online survey. I used SurveyMonkey because I thought it was very quick and easy to make the survey. I was able to get immediate feedback, and it actually, even though it was a fallback, it actually worked out pretty well. The goal of the song was to achieve 50 views on the video. I actually achieved 61 views, which I think is a success. I chose 50 views because there's 25 odd people in our class, so I thought that double our class would be a good number. I also wanted to achieve 10 comments on the discussion page, which was boards.ie. Since that wasn't a success as I couldn't link the song, I was able to ask just a general question about obesity stigma, and I did get 4 responses, so I was able to write down their answers and use it in my case study anyway. But the main information and feedback that I got was from the survey. 8 people responded to the survey, and I was able to use their answers in answering the questions. I found that using the survey was good because I was able to ask the questions that I wanted to get answered, and using SurveyMonkey was really useful, really easy. You're able to analyse your results and get statistics of what the majority of people thought. I think the first thing I've learned is that you cannot add links onto boards.ie or any other discussion pages because they will ban you. So that's something you really need to consider when you're starting your project, is just give yourself lots of time in case something goes wrong. You might not necessarily be anticipating what could go wrong, so just start it as soon as possible to avoid running out of time. Another thing I've learned was that not everyone is that interested in your topic. If you want your results, you need to go after people and make sure that they answer your surveys and answer your questionnaires, just to make sure that you get the results that you need. If I were to do the project again, I think I'd hold a focus group where I get a group of people to come together and listen to the song. Then I would get them to discuss and talk about their thoughts and opinions of the song and obesity stigma as an issue. Then I would be able to get them to fill out a survey, and I would still have them answering the questions that I wanted answered, and also then I would learn something new from the discussion, that things that I mightn't have thought of that they have talked and debated about. My project aimed to improve the quality of life for obese individuals. I hope the small changes that I have made will contribute to the overall picture of stigma and obesity.